I'm Michael.
I'm Jill.
Welcome to Michael and Jill's Travel Adventures.
So, we're going to talk tonight about your trip up there to wherever, or I always say up there, that's a southern thing, but actually down to wherever your port is that you're going to go out of. We usually, since we're in Texas, we usually go out of Galveston or New Orleans. They're about the same distance for us. But anyway, one of the things that we've noticed a lot of people do, which there's nothing wrong with it. If you want to do it, that's your choice. We always like to go the night before the cruise because we don't want to run into traffic. Who knows what could happen? A flat tire, anything. We don't. That's one thing that would break our hearts if we had to miss getting on the ship. So we go the night before. This year it's going to be a little different. Usually we're off that day, but we're on an 8-day cruise. So we get off work. We're going to get off work Friday at 4, which is an hour earlier for us, and head down to Galveston. We always get the cheapest room. The cheapest room that we're going to get killed in. Let's put it like that. There's been a few that have been kind of sketchy that Michael picked out. I was kind of scared, but...
Now, wait a minute.
Sorry. The truth is. Like this year, we found an Airbnb. It's an RV on the beach. How much was it a night, honey?
$75.
$75. We're going to get there probably in time to sleep. We're going to get up in the morning and shower and leave. So we're not going to be there maybe 8 hours at the most, if that. One of the things about it is, I don't even know where I was going with the sentence, honey. Sorry. But one of the things is our vacation is going to start the day we go on the cruise ship, not when we get into Galveston. And we like to save our money. I'd rather spend it on booze. I'd rather spend it on souvenirs or doing something neat on excursion-wise than making that our trip. I know there's some people that get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and drive to the port, and that's fine, but we have actually been there in New Orleans when they were having a huge NFL game, and traffic was crazy. It was hell. When we get up in the mornings, we eat a McDonald's breakfast, cheap breakfast, and we get on the ship when we can, and then we dive into Guy's Burgers. A couple of things. This year we won't get to do it because we're getting into Galveston so late, but usually we do a pit stop at Walmart, and we get 12-pack of drinks. I'm a Diet Sunkist person. Michael's not, but anyway. We get the 12-pack of drinks. This is what you can bring. 12-pack of drinks.
Canned drinks.
Canned drinks. You can't bring no bottles. They'll confiscate them, and you'll be upset because I believe Carvel only does Pepsi products now.
Yes.
And not a wide selection of them either. You don't have to bring it, but I like to. I have one a day usually, or 2 a day. And you bring them. I will tell you, you have to carry them on with you. I warn you that one time in Galveston, they tore my box up. It was horrible. I was having to carry it like this, and it pissed me off. But anyway, sorry for the language. And one time in Galveston, they just tore this end off. They're making sure you're not sneaking anything else in. I'm assuming beer in your stuff. Alcohol. You're allowed a 12-pack per person, though. So, like, we can take a 12-pack a person. Alcohol. This may not be legal carnival-wise. I bought this at Aldi's, and I thought it was looked delicious. I haven't tried it yet. I'm waiting for a day when I really need a mimosa. But anyway, this is the size wine, though, you can take if it was a wine. I'm not sure. This is champagne and orange juice, so I'm not sure if this is allowed. But on the back, it says 750 milliliters. This is what you can take. This is what you can take, okay?
Nothing bigger.
The controversy on all our Facebook groups have been this. Michael loves it. I'm not a big fan of it. But anyway, it's a margarita wine cocktail. Cannot take this on. John Held, I think that's how you say his last name. Hild, whatever his name is. He has said no. So don't take this on. Don't take this on, okay?
It will be confiscated if they find it.
And you will have to pay for more alcohol. And for those of y'all that do the drink package, it does not start in Texas the first day. You have to wait till the second day to use it. So you will have to pay for your actual drinks the first day if you want to get toasted. Another thing I forgot to mention about driving down there is we always make sure we pack a bag separate from our luggage so we don't have to pull everything out. And in our other video, we showed you our little bag that we has our shampoo, conditioner, hairbrush, all that in. We just pull that and take it with us. It's already packed, and that's how we're going to carry it on the ship. One of the things about, do we want to talk about getting on the ship yet, or wait?
We can go ahead and discuss that.
Okay. In Galveston, I will tell you this. You have to find a porter to get your luggage to. And I will tell you, the first cruise Michael and I went on, we did not know this. We went and parked our car, carried all that freaking luggage onto the shuttle bus, and everybody was looking at us like we were crazy idiots.
Now, let me tell you, the reason we didn't know that we had to do that was we were spoiled by New Orleans port, where you basically pull up in New Orleans to the port. You can park at the port, which has a parking garage in it.
It has a nice price tag to it, just to warn you, but it's worth it.
But you pull up there, you get on the third floor, you pull up.
You pop your trunk.
The porters come over, grab your luggage, you go up one more floor, you park your car, you get in the elevator, you go down to the first floor, and you are immediately
ready to party,
in line. You're ready to go.
But Galveston, what we learned, we even did it where Michael dropped me off. I found a porter. He would go park and walk to the thing. We didn't like to be separated. I know we're mushy, lovey-dovey. Get over it. But anyway, now we've learned, we get there a little bit earlier. We go find our porter first thing, unload our car there. He comes and helps us. He'll bring the little cart to us, tag it. We drive around. We park. We always pick the same parking. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like
just port parking.
It's like right across from the port, and they have shuttle buses running nonstop. And we take a picture where our car is at, so we can remember where we parked it at, because that's going to be a lot of drinks down the road when we get home. And it's just easy as that. And then when we get back, we carry our luggage off. Sometimes Michael will go get the car. I'll stay there. He'll pick me up, and we'll load up the car and go. It's just really easy to do it that way. I know the parking in Galveston does not open until 9 o'clock. But I will tell you this. There is a line starting there probably about 8:15 on cruise days. We've waited in that line many of a time. Part of why I brought this up too is we make the Walmart run, get what we need, so we don't have to do it ahead of time. It's up to you what to do. We always have to stop at Buc-ee's. If you haven't done it, it is worth it. Stay there. You're going to spend a lot of money on lunch or dinner, but it's worth it to me.
It's a Texas tradition. If you're going to Galveston, you have to stop at Buc-ee's. They have the cleanest restrooms ever in the United States. I think that's their motto is they have the cleanest restrooms around, and they really do. They've got attendants in the restrooms at all times to make sure everything is sparkling clean.
Like I said, I wouldn't go crazy in a hotel room. I know people that probably spent almost more on a hotel room than they've spent on the cruise. In Galveston, I don't think it's worth it. We did find a really cute bed and breakfast on Airbnb we didn't hardly pay anything for. I don't know if y'all are like me. I like to find the hotels that have the continental breakfast. I'm cheap. But like I said, we always did a tradition of going to this McDonald's in Galveston. It's kind of sketchy, but we still like it. It's our place to go.
And we do a lot of Airbnb because, who can remember their last Motel 6 or their last Holiday Inn experience or Red Roof Inn or you name it, pick a name, but you do remember the Airbnbs that you stayed at because they are so different, and a lot of them are, have different charming features. One other thing that I wanted to talk about was when to actually get to the port. We've mentioned in another video that we like to get faster to the fun. Basically, that allows you to get on right after, during non-COVID times. Before COVID, it would allow you to get on right after Diamond and Platinum people. Then they would call faster to the fun. But there are some benefits to getting on early. There are benefits to getting on later. One of the things about getting on earlier, your vacation starts earlier. We're usually on the ship with our luggage put away and roaming around the ship by 11:45 anyway. There are some people that have said, we've never done this, but I know people that have, which is doing a later check-in or a later arrival to get there at, say, 1 or 1:30, maybe 2 o'clock. And the nice part about that is most of the lines are gone, and you basically just whiz on through. Um, so that you're, one continuous movement from the time that you walk in through the door until you're walking on the ship. So it all depends on your preference as to whether early or later suits you. But again, to reiterate, getting there the night before is really, we strongly suggest that, because you just don't know. You really, really don't want to fly the same day. And even driving same day, because one of the things you never know between Houston and Galveston, whether there's going to be road work or construction or any accidents or anything, and trying to get a side road to go down that hour stretch of road is not a pleasant experience. So we highly suggest that you go in the day before. We're not affiliated with any hotels, Airbnbs, or anything else. It's just, if your flight is delayed for some reason by a couple of hours for mechanical reasons, or, pilot got sick or something like that, who wants to ruin their, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 day cruise on a delay from a pilot being sick on your flight in? So.
Well, one thing I do want to let you know about Galveston that we did learn on our second or third cruise, our first, I can't remember which one. We were going to do the park at the hotel and let them shuttle you to the ship. But we found out in Galveston how it works. There's like 4 or 5 hotels and they all share the same shuttle. So you're not guaranteed. They give you so many spots for each hotel. And once they get the spots for taking, once you're there, there's no chance of getting on for maybe, sometimes it's an hour later. And so we decided not to do it, which we had Fashion of Fun. It was going to waste our Fashion of Fun because of it. So just make sure whatever hotel you stay in, if you want to do the shuttle thing, you ask before you do it and see. Actually, we didn't understand the full the rules with it. So that's why we don't ever do that. I'm not saying it doesn't work. It probably, a lot of people do it. But it didn't work for us that year, so just make sure you find that out before you get stuck.
Yeah, because it's a lot easier. You do save your parking fees by going to a hotel like that, but it was going to, literally, they had told us that it was an hour round trip and they could only take 8 people from our hotel. No.
From all the hotels. There were 4 hotels.
From all the hotels, so they could take 2 people at a time from our hotel, and there were about 40 of us from that particular cruise that were staying in that hotel that wanted to take that shuttle.
Like I said, it was a Facebook group that all of us did. Well, that's when we all rented the same hotel. Do your research. Don't just trust what somebody tells you in a Facebook group. We've been burned a few times. That's what I'm telling you. I will tell you one of the best memories, though, of a hotel in Galveston is the first cruise I went on. I walked out and I said, "There's the ship, Michael." And he said, "I don't see it." And I said, "It's over there." But it was just that excitement. And I'll be honest, if you become if the cruise bug bites you, that excitement never goes away of seeing a ship.
Just driving down there the night before and looking at the empty port sometimes just does it for you, knowing that the next day your ship's going to be there and you get to get on.
And well, another funny story I can tell you, I know this is going to be long, but it's funny. We actually took our grandkids down there for a little 3-day weekend in Galveston. And Michael saw a ship, and he starts driving. I thought he was going to drive us into the ocean. I thought he was trying to catch a ride on the ship for a while. But it's just, that's the excitement. We just like to unwind, get away. I'm going to be honest, I recommend turning your cell phone on airplane mode. Don't worry about checking Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. I can't even think of all the freaking social media that's out there. But don't, just, it's your time. It's our time as a couple to regroup with each other, not worry about that family, not worry about work, anything like that. Just spend time with each other and just enjoy each other. And if you're going traveling with your children, it's your time to make memories. If you're traveling with friends, it's your time to have fun. And just remember, it's your vacation. Do what you want to do. They're going to have so many activities on this ship for you to do. There's not going to be a time to be bored. But there's been one cruise we went on that we were in every activity. Michael was in the hairy chess contest. We went to the marriage game. We did everything. And then there was one cruise, we missed it all. We just wanted time to unwind and spend time in the hot tub and just enjoy the beauty of where we're at. So just remember, it's your vacation. Do what's comfortable for you. Us doing these videos is our way of helping you have a better cruise and having a better time with your family. But I will say, we have not had traveled with children, so I can't tell you how to do that yet. Well, we traveled with our friend's daughter, but she was well behaved and it wasn't a big issue.
That was also when Camp Ocean was available.
Yes.
So, one other thing that I will say about it's your cruise and have fun, because it is, after all, your cruise, you're paying for it. Please follow the rules and the guidelines set by Carnival. A lot of people, that we've seen in cruise groups and things that are saying, well, it's my cruise, I'll do whatever it is that I want to do because it's my vacation. And we see some of those people getting in trouble or not enjoying themselves the way they want to because they were not following the rules set out by the cruise line. We talk about Carnival all the time because, quite frankly, that's the only cruise line that we have been on so far. But in all the vacations, all the road trips that we've taken, all the different places we visited, we do try to adhere to all the rules and regulations of the place that we are at. Now, if I was at home and I want to walk out in this kind of shirt or that kind of shirt or this kind of shorts or whatever, that's fine. But if I'm at a 5-star restaurant in Dallas or DC or wherever we've been, I'm not going to assume that I can just break the rules because I'm on vacation and whatever I want to do goes. So I just don't want to see anybody get in any type of trouble.
And one little extra, I know this has gone on long, but one little piece of advice: don't be the drunk person on the boat that makes a fool of themselves. There's always that one person that everybody knows their name because they are the drunk person. There's the girl that was the co-dancer
at the comedy club
that the comedian made up. There was one guy that went on stage and his pants fell down. Don't be that person, please. You make us laugh, but I don't know if you're happy with yourself at the end of the cruise.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I have.
That's all I have. I'm Michael.
And I'm Jill.
For Michael and Jill's Travel Adventures.
Bye, y'all.
Until next time.